Guys, today we're going to be talking about lockout tagout. This is another one that will keep you alive, okay? How often should we be using our lockout tagout kits? Every single day. We do not work on live panels. So we work on panels that are de-energized whenever we're going to be doing work on them. So we want to make sure we've done our testing. So we've done our 3-point testing. We're going to go ahead and use our testing unit to test and make sure we've shut off the breaker properly, we've tested our tester, we've tested the voltage, and we test again. So this is one of those items we've gone in. We can now remove the dead front. We can test our voltages, make sure everything in the panel is dead. We can look at our meter and make sure that's dead if that need to be the case. We can go ahead and choose the appropriate attachments for that. This is an approved kit from us. Again, this is a review, not a class. We're not telling you to go use this and then now you're an electrician. No, it is for review only. So it comes with a lock. You have a hasp, which is if you're going to have multiple guys. Like yesterday we had a battery tech on site, and we also had a electrician doing some MPU type work for a sub panel down the way. So it comes with a tag, which should have your name and number on there. You want your, we have 2 different types of attaching points here, which work real good for about 99.9% of every panel that's out there. I've used them on just about everything, and your lock. So the first one we'll use up here on this top guy, kind of showing you both of them. They kind of work, like I said, for just about everything. We're going to go ahead, and it has a groove here, so we want to flip the groove towards the off side. So we want to make sure the breaker's off, it's been tested, everything's good to go. We're going to go ahead and set it on there. We're going to take our finger tighten down the screw here, and we're going to push. So it's this guy right here. It has a screwdriver attachment in there. It is not meant to be screwed down tight when you put it on. That's to help remove it in case it gets stuck. When we push it over, it will tighten, okay? Then we can go ahead and install our hasp if we have multiple people working. Since we only have just me right now, we're going to go ahead and take our tag. I always put the tag facing in towards the panel in case there's any problems with that. And I can take my lock it in there, pull out my key, put this in my pocket. There's only be 1 key per lock, and we're good to go. For right here, I can go ahead and unlock it, take it off here. Again, keep dropping this little card. And then we can show you the other version I have here. So I have another version here. These guys are really great. They have a hook that actually allows them to be hooked on. So you open them all the way up. You're just going to keep unscrewing here until we can get it around the lock. We get it on there. We're going to go ahead and tighten it down. Again, we've already said that everything's off. We're just going to be working on maybe an inverter and the panel over. So the downstream side is what we always want to have. So if we're going to be working on this breaker, we want the main breaker to be off. If we're going to be working in an inverter down the way, we want to make sure this guy is off. Doesn't have to be, you don't have to crush that sucker on there. Now, if for some odd reason we want to have multiple people, we can go ahead and use the hasp. Go ahead and crank this guy in there. And so once we've got that in there, we go ahead and close it. Oh, whoops, sorry, put my tag on there. We always have to have our tag on there. We only require a date if you're going to be leaving that site. So go ahead and lock her out. Take our key, and we're safe to work in that panel or the downstream inverter. Now, the nice thing about our system is it does allow you to have just the lock. So if you're not going to lock out a breaker, there's no way to do it. You can lock out the door or a disconnect or a DC disconnect just with the lock and a tag. So, as always, guys, have a great day. Use your lockout tagout kits. It does prevent you from bumping them back on. It does prevent you from having somebody else turn the power back on when you're not watching. And if you do have multiple people there, put multiple tags on there. Like I said, we had a couple guys that were working yesterday. One of them's doing the sub panel in another room. One of them's doing the batteries in the garage. They can't see each other. It allows them to be able to lock out the system for both of them when both the work's done. Let's say the electrician's done, he comes over there, takes off his lock, and he goes, oh crap, I can't turn the thing back on to check it. until the other gentleman or lady has taken their lock off and then allows them to be able to do that. It is a huge advantage in keeping you guys safe. So please use them, guys. They're provided for you. And be safe and have a great day.